Abraham was a black man. He was a man of different hues. His children had different hues. Okay? When you mix black and light or white with it, it turns out a brown. Jesus was bronze. You see how that's not how that goes. Because Abraham's bloodline were of brown and brown-hued people. Y'all want to be right so bad, but let's say suppose you are. Let's say suppose every single person in the Bible was white. You got it. Because we don't need that. Black people have not been out here fighting you like, but Jesus was white. But Jesus was black. You know why we don't fight that with you so much? Because if Jesus was black, why he ain't brought his black ass back here to help us get out of this situation? Right? That's how the average black person thinks. That's why we won't fight you out loud for it. You're right, sure. Jesus was white. But real quick, if Jesus was white, and so was every other person in the Bible, and all the other people, let's say everybody in history was white, all the good in the world started and ended and rested and shines on white people and white people alone. Why are y'all out here robbing, stealing, killing, pilfering, doing all the very things that the Bible says? Your book, you wrote it. Your people wrote it. They etched it in stone. They was out there living it. And then they wrote it down so everybody else can use it as a blueprint, right? Why are y'all doing the very same thing that y'all said the devil would do? The devil steals, kills, and destroys. White people steal, kill, and destroy. And then y'all tried to switch the narrative like, yeah, black people are always stealing, killing, destroying. But when you go back in history, you got people on death row for stealing $1 out of a closed store, and the till only had $1 in it. And they've been sitting on death row for 20 years. And they happen to be black. But then you have white people who were R-wording people, serial unaliving people, all kind of other nonsense and gobbledygook, and they got let out and put on probation many times until they became something that y'all couldn't ignore anymore. White collar crime. Okay. Blue collar crimes. We weren't even able to have collars, so who started that shit? Get the fuck out of here. Y'all want to be right so bad, but you don't want to make things right, though. When I tell you, I understand more and more every day why my grandmother disdained white people. I gave it to her because she was a slave. Like, she was born at the edge of slavery. It made sense. But now I'm starting to get it personally on a personal tip. You niggas